Hello dear children, in the last video we have seen structure of human excretory system, and today we will see what are the smallest structural and functional units of kidneys, and these structures are helping in the process of urine formation. They are commonly called filtration units. Filtration units, and their name is nephron. Nephron is a structural and functional unit of kidney. Structural, functional unit of kidney. Each kidney consists of approximately 1 million nephrons. One kidney contains approximately 1 million nephrons. And why are they called filtration units? Because they help in the filtration of waste materials, toxic waste material urea. As we know that urea is the most poisonous waste produced as a result of metabolic reactions in the cells, removed by blood, carried to kidneys, and in kidneys that urea is filtered with the help of nephrons and urine is formed. So urea is removed with the help of urine from our body. Apart from this, there are two more waste materials, which are excess of water and excess of salt, NaCl. So before we start structure, we'll see what are the waste materials which are very important to be removed through nephrons of the kidneys. These waste materials are excess of water, excess of salt, that is common salt we are taking in our diet, and this common salt we are taking more than the requirement of the body. So extra salt is removed through filtration through urine. And this another waste is urea, and this urea is the most toxic waste which is removed from the kidney with the help of filtration units called nephrons. Finally, urine is formed, which carries all these excess of wastes from the body. Urea is toxic, so there is immediate need to remove it from the body. So there is continuous filtration of blood in both the kidneys for the removal of urea. Now we will see what are the parts of nephron. Each nephron consists of two major parts. Part 1 is called Malpighian body. Malpighian body, or it is also called renal corpuscle. Second part of the nephron is called renal tubule. Right? Now Malpighian body further consists of two structures. One is called Bowman's capsule, that is a double-walled cup-shaped structure, and a bunch of capillaries, that is called glomerulus. Renal tubule is further divided into three parts. First is called PCT, that is proximal convoluted tubule. Second part is called loop of Henle. And third part is called DCT, that is distal convoluted tubule. We will see in detail all these structures. So before drawing a structure, we should have the idea that there are two major parts of nephron. First part is Malpighian body and second part is renal tubule. Why it is called Malpighian body? Discovered by Malpighian. And why it is called Bowman's capsule? Because Sir William Bowman discovered it. Right. Now we will see what are the different parts in the structure. It consists of, each nephron consists of a double-walled cup-shaped structure. It has double wall and cup-shaped structure. This structure is called Bowman's capsule. It was discovered by Sir William Bowman, that is why it is called Bowman's capsule. And in this Bowman's capsule, there is one arteriole, which is the extension of artery which enters it, taking blood along with waste material and forms a highly branched network of capillaries, and then all capillaries join and leave the Bowman capsule. So this branch which enters the kidney, this one, it is called afferent arteriole. And which one leaving kidney? It is called efferent arteriole. This arteriole carries blood inside the kidney and forms a bunch of capillaries which is called glomerulus. Blood flows under high pressure in this glomerulus and it filters micromolecule of the waste material. Right? These two structures are collectively called Malpighian body. Or it is also called renal corpuscle. This Bowman capsule leads into a highly coiled, long, wide tube. Right? This wide tube is the first part of renal tubule and it is called proximal convoluted tubule. Proximal convoluted tubule. Convoluted means it is a long and coiled tube. Then this PCT or proximal convoluted tubule becomes narrow and it forms a U-shaped loop. It is narrower than PCT and this loop is called loop of Henle. That is the second part of renal tubule. First part of renal tubule, PCT. Second part is loop of Henle. This loop of Henle widens again and forms a wider tube which is also highly coiled and it will join a duct which is receiving parts of the other nephrons. This tubule is called distal convoluted tubule. It opens in a duct. This duct is called collecting duct. These are the DCT regions of the other nephrons which open into the collecting duct. That means one collecting duct receives many DCTs from the other nephrons. Right? So this is the third part of renal tubule. Now this entire structure is called nephron, which has Malpighian body with Bowman capsule and glomerulus. When blood comes through our afferent arteriole into the glomerulus, it carries waste material, excess salt, urea and water. So that is filtered through the capillaries and it passes into the space or lumen of Bowman's capsule, and from there it is passed on to the proximal convoluted tubule. This is how filtration takes place, and in filtration it is under high pressure, that is why it is called ultrafiltration. When this filtrate passes through this renal tubule, throughout many useful substances are present in it and those substances are reabsorbed. Each kidney produces approximately 180 liters of filtrate daily in a normal healthy adult. But only 1 to 1.5 liter of urine is produced daily in a normal healthy adult. So what happens to rest amount of filtrate? That is reabsorbed when it is passing through the different parts of renal tubule. What are the substances which are reabsorbed and which part absorbs what type of substances, that we will see in the process of urine formation. Right? So in this case now we have to see the rest of the part. This efferent arteriole, when comes out of the Bowman capsule, it comes down and it surrounds the loop of Henle. It forms another U-shaped loop parallel to these loops of Henle. In this we have to see this branch of loop of Henle which is moving downwards. It is called descending loop. descending part of loop of Henle, and this one which is going up, which is going upward, this part is called ascending loop. Ascending loop of Henle. Both these regions, descending and ascending regions of loop of Henle, have different functions. Now this capillary forms a network of capillaries around the loop of Henle. These are highly branched capillaries forming a network around the loop of Henle. This network is called peritubular network. Peritubular network of capillaries. Right? When all these capillaries join to form one branch, this branch is called renal venule. There are approximately 1 million nephrons, so there will be 1 million renal venules. All renal venules join together to form a renal vein, and that renal vein leaves the kidney. When it leaves kidney, it is carrying blood which is free from urea, excess salt and water after filtration. This is all about the structure of nephron. Now we will see where are these nephrons actually located in a kidney. If you will draw the diagram of a kidney, you will find, in previous video I told you it has one convex side, concave side. There are two vessels, one is going in and the other one is taking blood out. Which is going in is renal artery, it carries waste. Which is coming out is renal vein. Formation of renal vein takes place from the renal venules, which finally leaves the kidney. Right? Now where are these located? Inside the kidney there are pyramid shaped triangular structures, and kidney is broadly divided into two regions. The outer region of kidney is called cortex, and the inner part of the kidney is called medulla. And this medulla contains these pyramid shaped structures called So these medulla and cortical region. Where is nephron located? Nephron is located here. It has double walled cup shaped structure located in the outer region, tubule, and its loop of Henle is embedded inside. Fine. This is here we will make another Bowman capsule, helical tube, loop of Henle, and then it extends out. So there are loops of this loop of Henle. This part is embedded in the medulla, and Bowman capsule on these tubules are located in the cortex. Right? These are microscopic tubules which we cannot see with naked eyes. Right? And these filtration units are helping in the process of urine formation. This is all about the structure and location of the nephron. In the next video, you will see the process of urine formation. Till then, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you.